Alright, guys. How is everyone doing? So, last time we cleared out like 99% of the Magmore Caverns. I still gotta get in there and get the ice spreader. But we did clear out all of Andrana, if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, let's get back in there. Let's finish the cleanup. I think we're done with the Chozo ruins, except for there's an artifact that we gotta get, but I think for the most part we're done with the Chozo ruins. Got a few things left to pick up in the overworld, and then we can get back down into the mines. And while we're there, we've got a couple things we can grab on our way down to level 3. So yeah, we should be able to make quick work of the cleanup for this one, and then I'm hoping we can just kind of bounce on over to the Omega Pirate on Monday, and fingers crossed that won't be the entire that won't be the entire gaming session Monday, because I know that's going to be a difficult fight. Oh my god, yeah, this beam is, oh my god, it's so amazing. Like, a charged plasma is basically a death sentence. Anything it touches. Alright. Here's tunnel. No. Transport tunnel B, Fiery Shores. Monitor tunnel, Triclops pit, we got that. Where in the hell is this thing? Is that little... Does it look like a door? Why does that look like a door? Have I never gone through this door? Wouldn't that be wild? I have never gone through this door. You can actually spy it right there. Right there. That's what we're after. So anybody who has played Super Metroid will look at a a glass tube like this and know exactly what to do. But, you know, just in case you haven't, you can always scan it. We power bomb glass tubes. The ice spreader. So what this does is it makes a huge, huge patch of ice that will freeze enemies that touch it. So it's got uses. Now here's the thing. I need to check. So logbook scans, we have 90% of them. I know we're missing some pirate data, but Chozo lore. One? Just missing one? Yeah, just missing one. Creatures. Let's see. That's Plasma Trooper. That's Phazon Elite. I don't know what either of those are. Oh, one of them's gonna be the Fission Metroid. I think the other one's Limigek. Which, Fission Metroids I think we can find in the Phazon Mines. Lumigeks are in the Impact Crater. So we have the Omega Pirate, Meta Ridley, and Prime Phase 1 and 2. So I think we've got basically all of those. Research. What am I missing for research? Is that a bomb slot? I bet that's a bomb slot. Probably gonna scan a bomb slot for that. What is that? Yeah, I'm gonna see if I can find out what that is, because I don't wanna end up missing anything. Let's see here. What was the... Let's go ahead and look at research so we can... Oh god. Stalactites. I didn't scan the fucking stalactites? I'm gonna be a little bit frustrated if that's... What's the one I missed here? It's between Meteor Strike and Fountain. Spreading Evil in the Chozo Ruins and the Sun Tower. Okay. So we'll hit that. Pretty sure all the pirate data is going to be Phazon Mines. Oh, we're missing one from the Phazon, or from Phendrana Drifts and Research Lab Aether. That's in the mines. Okay, so we need to go back. Fuck, I don't want to go back to fucking Research Lab Aether. Gross. Going the wrong way. Oh, back to the drifts. This is the problem with the cleanup stuff. If you miss anything, backtracking is a bitch. No one asked you. There he is. Oh, asshole. Gimme. Say gimme. Many missiles as I can muster. Alright, well. No sense whining about it. Might even be able to get the stalactite research, hopefully. Gonna be a little irritated if I fucking missed it. Oh, that's gonna be bad. But, you know. It is what it is. I probably should have had something in front of me while I did this to check it off as I went. But I didn't. I'm not a huge fan of this, like, auto... Oh, no. Son of a bitch. I'm not going to be able to get that scan. Shit. That's frustrating. That's very frustrating. Like, why is that a... It is what it is. I will be missing one research scan. That will be the thing that prevents my logbook from being full. How are you dodging that? It's amazing. Oh well. Oh, wait. Spider-Ball track. Alright, which one's Research Lab E? Research Lab Hydra. Research Lab Aether is on the back end. Alright, so then we are gonna go through Thardis's quarantine cave to get to there, and I'm gonna come back around, get that elevator to Magmore. That's not gonna make it. That'll make it. No. Oh, I see. Oh my god. God, this beam is amazing. Never using anything else. And for as hard as it hits, it fires incredibly quickly. Ugh, I have to go down there, don't I? Okay. On the right track. believe that what I'm looking for is in the next room, so maybe for us. Scan all of it. There.
Recording to logbook.
Confidence is high regarding Phazon applications. We know enough about Phazon now to begin combining it with space-powered DNA, Project Helix. Yeah, we've read this before, I just didn't catch it after I died. Alright. Now, let's get the hell out of here. Still pissed about that. Damn. It's frustrating. You know what I wonder? Is there a way to get the stalactite scan if you missed it? Ugh, gross. So Reddit says maybe? Hmm. Somebody on Reddit says that in Magmore you should be able to get them. I mean, otherwise, it's gonna bother me. But ultimately, we can still complete the game. It's not, you know, or anything. It just means I'll have to hop in and speed run my way to Magmore Caverns to get the scan, so that I can have the so I can get whatever it unlocks if you get 100% scans. Also, I think I might have gotten 100% scan in my other file, so I might not be locked out of all of my collectible goodies in the main menu. We'll see. We will see. Alright. Maybe we can... That takes us to... Phase on mine. Which... I mean, we can dip in there because the room right off the elevator, I think, has a couple items in it. And then we can dip back out. Maybe. Yeah. Let's go ahead and do that. Let's do this first, though. So mad about that stupid stalagmite. It would be nice if there was something about it being scannable. Because that feels like a dumb thing that you can't scan the stalactite after you shot it down. Like, I understand enemies like bosses and stuff not being you know, scannable after you've encountered them, because obviously you can't scan them if you killed them and they don't respawn. But stalactites, come on. It's sitting right there. Safe. Oh dear. Okay. That's Power Trooper. Lucky for me. There's our Plasma Trooper scan. Uh-huh.
Recorded to logbook.
Alright, Plasma Trooper, space powered armed with plasma beam technology. Blah blah blah. We know that song and dance already. And at this point, we're just kicking them all off into the Phazon. Damn, they hit like trucks. I want to say that there's a missile tank somewhere around here. Ow, fucker. Where are you? Where are you, little bastard? There it is. And that takes you to this little piece right here. So, but now we can climb our ass back out of here because we don't need anything else. Anything else from this super fun location? Visible platforms. Go classy, guys. Classy. Oh shit. Oof. That could have been real bad. Falling down in that Phazon would chew up a lot of my health. Not something I want to do. Alright. Alright, so let's go back to the ruins, I guess. Just a quick sprint through Magmore Caverns. at this point, I have enough health and armor to be able to tank my way through most of this. That could have been spicy. Anywhere that I remember doing a stalactite, I'm gonna be looking for that scan. Oh well. Like I said, not the end of the world, but it would have been nice. Where did this one take me? Talon of World West. Yeah. It's probably faster to keep on keeping on this way. Jesus. Oh, asshole. God. Switch back to the plasma now. Everything else is... It's all gonna be normal doors. Please, thank you. You know, when you're moving like you got a purpose and you know where you're going, this game feels real small. Get out of my way. Take the ammo. To the ruins. I think I've got all the items though from this region of ruins. Sun power. Is that it? I feel like, is there some shit that I just didn't scan in here? It was. Look at that.
Recording to logbook.
Cries of this dying land echo in our ears as we Chozo watch over the great poison seep ever further into the living pulse of the planet. Dark energy sinks into the trees and waters, devouring all life. Peaceful beasts die by the thousands. Some creatures survive, but their forms grow as twisted and evil as the force that fell them from the sky, or that fell from the sky. Many of these mutated monstrosities remain small enough to do little harm, but others grow enormous, threaten our very existence. One such beast defiles our sacred fountain, disgorging poison from its foul form, replacing pure flowing water with cascades of creeping death. Even in the face of such horror, we Chozo do not turn in fear. We are all that stands in the way of this great poison, and it is our duty to contain it. Well, you know. Oh, did that? Stop it. Well, Jens, you're doing a bang up job. Guess if we go out through the vault, we can get back to the Talon Overworld. Oh, come on. Let's go. Alright, we officially have all the Chozo lore. We do not have all the research, and we ain't getting it. But, you know, is what it is. God, this weapon is too good. Just too good. Oh, and we do have one thing that we need to grab here. Fastest way. I guess it's... yeah. It's through this way, and then we go through where our Pierre is, and then to this joint. Because we gotta come back in here with the plasma beam. Good news though is that other than that one room, we can run past all the ghosts. Because I don't want Sarah to fight those things. They suck. They're just not worth the resources it takes to fight them. You don't have to. It's just okay. So it is 3 of them. Yeah, I think getting that one shot that was nice and clustered at the very beginning, that was choice. Splash damage. God, and they didn't give a single thing.
Recording to logbook.
Did I seriously not have that? What? Research. Yeah, that's the stalactite. I did not have a bomb slot. Stalactite's the only thing we ain't getting, guys. And it makes me so unhappy. I think we got all of these, though. Yep. Pirate data left is just... it's 1 left in the Phazon mines. And creatures are also accounted for. Alright, so the last artifacts are in the mines. One of them we have to fight a Phazon elite to get, and the other one is hidden behind a bunch of nasty Phazon. Alright, now. The best way out of here would be going into there. Because then I can hop up and just take the save for this elevator to Talon Overworld. Safely boost. Ah, ball sack. Ball sack. Who's up here? Spit me out. There we go. This is canonically an animal lover. Can't kill the animals. Keep forgetting I just jump. Oh boy, man. This is... the tedious part of these games. Like the one thing about the Prime games, and they did kind of make this a little bit, like they alleviated this a little bit in Prime 3, but it's that end of the game scavenger hunt, which, you know, if you know what you're looking for, you can get hold of those, of the artifacts, pretty simple. You know, like you know where to go, you know when you can acquire them. But if you are playing this game for the first time and you don't know about it, I mean, you basically get to the end of the game and then the game's like, oh, by the way, now you need to run around all these places you've been and collect these MacGuffins to access the final area. And it just kind of feels bad. You know, it kills the pacing of the game. It makes it a slog at the end, because especially in this one. Now, they improved upon it in each iteration of the game. In this one, you have to like there's not really shortcuts per se. Like, you do unlock, you know, as you get more abilities, you do unlock easier ways to travel from place to place, but that's where I want to go. But you still have to travel, like, on foot. The biggest issue is that, you know, there's a lot of stuff in Phendrana Drifts. Well, you can't access Phendrana Drifts any other way than by going through Magmoor Caverns. So, you know, you're kind of locked into that travel path. You have to go to the caverns if you want to get to Phendrana. There's no access to Phendrana from anywhere else in the game. They improved the formula in Prime 2 by making the areas more interconnected. So from any of the zones in Prime 2, you can access any of the other zones. At the end of the game, you gain access to the light suit, which gives you essentially like a warping feature. You know, where you can kind of like bounce between different places. So, if I remember right, there's also like there was like a hidden door somewhere. Or no, it was... Oh, we'll get another way back down. Oh, there it is. It's not a hidden door, but some foliage. So in Prime 2, like, you still have the thing. They made it, I think, 9 things you have to find instead of 12. So that alleviated some of the hassle, but you still had to, you know, still had to go find them, and they made it so that you couldn't really hunt for the things until the end of the game, which did somewhat help, because it meant that you weren't trying to, like, you know, you weren't trying to find all this stuff before you actually needed to find all this stuff. And then there's you know, just the fact that it's easier to get around. And then in, you know, Prime 3, they essentially, like, your your scavenger hunt amounts to a... Is the Boost Ball waterfall really not accessible? But oh no, we can. Okay, so we're gonna go. No, it's not. That's dumb. I don't want to go through this to this ship again though. That's to the Chozo Ruins. That's the Fate Online. Oh. That's the Chozo Ruins. And that's to Magmore Caverns. Well, alright. Whatever. We'll go to the ship. Not that big a deal. In Prime 3, the scavenger hunt is somewhat easier because the things that you are looking for aren't like, you know, artifacts or keys or anything. They're power cells. And those power cells, you kind of just pick them up as you play through the game. You end up getting a lot of them just because they're attached to things that are blocking your path, and you remove the cell from the thing, and it you know, deactivates it or whatever. But they also, I think, I can't remember the exact number, but let's say for sake of argument, you need 10, or there are 10 power cells in the game. You would only need like 7. Jesus. Did we scan? Yeah, we scanned the ship. So they give you more of the cells than you actually need, but it also feels more satisfying hunting them down because there's like this whole mystery tied to it, because you're using the cells to explore a like a wrecked Federation ship, and I don't know, it feels more purposeful, not just a scavenger hunt for the sake of having a scavenger hunt. Alright, you. Wait, hold on. Oh. Please hold. Child is crying. Okay. Sorry about that. For anybody that's watching the upload after the fact, the silence will be cut out. But, yeah. Kiddo just needed a bottle. Let's go. Let's go. Excuse me. My favorite thing about the plasma beam is that it works underwater. Because logic or something. Where's my door? Oh, right from my face. Good news is all those pesky, nodes have been activated already, so don't have to worry about that. There we go. Easy peasy. Oh, Jesus. Hated that. Where the hell's the door? Wait, what? Oh. Removes the HUD when they hit you. Well, I guess that wasn't that bad. Oops. Easy peasy. Alrighty. Alright, stay hydrated, guys. game for babies. Go ahead and save up. Kinda like that they removed the turrets. That was nice. That's right. God. Just don't quit. Nothing? Thanks. Help, please. Missiles that I didn't even use. Oh, nice trooper. I can get those one at a time. They're pretty easy to keep locked down. Jesus. Their freeze lasts longer than the stun on the other guys. Awesome. So now we can go get the flamethrower. Which, you know, I guess is a good tool? I don't know. There's a bunch of plasma troopers around, I guess. There we go. Flamethrower acquired. are notes on these things? Secondary items, I guess? Beam combo? Let's see. Super missiles. Ice spreader. Single shot charge combo. Okay, it's limited against aerial targets. 5 missiles per second afterward. Huh? Sweep its stream of flame across multiple targets. Flamethrowers same. That's not. Flamethrower is most effective against multiple targets in an area. Yeah, no shit. Thank you, Samus. Thank you. If it weren't for your sage wisdom, I don't know what I would have done. A lot of this is going to be treading old ground. There's a save station at the end of where we stopped last time. Alright, this guy right here. Phazon Elite. Elite Pirate infused with energized Phazon. Phazon-charged Elite Pirates rely more on their Wavequake generators, opting not to carry the vulnerable plasma artillery cannons normally used by elites. Direct using a Phazon into their bodies provides a tremendous level of energy. The drastically lower lifespan that comes with this process is of little concern to the pirate research team. Oops. Oops. Stand there, I guess. Works for me. Artifact of Warrior. One more to go. That dude dropped nothing. Thanks, bro. Oh shit. love when AI for enemies just kind of stopped working. Really helps to immerse me. I feel like they removed enemies from this though. Like this second trip. Does it feel quieter around here, or is it just me? That's just a no-no. Ow! What the hell? That was uncalled for. Honestly, there's just a bunch of Metroids floating around in here this time. I think we take the yellow all the way up. Alright. We drop down one. Right, because this will take us to that elevator, which takes us to is on mine level 2. And we have a chance to triple the drops behind. Better than nothing. The Omega Pirate is going to be such a hard boss fight. I am not at all looking forward to that. I mean, he's... like, he on his own is going to hit like a truck, but every time I get him to a damage, like a state where I could damage him, he summons random troopers. And the problem with that is that, you know, like if they're all wave troopers, fucking gold. But if they're, you know, power troopers, I mean, that kind of sucks. No matter what he summons, they all hit hard. I mean, if this room wants to be full of entirely those dudes, I'm alright with that. It looks like it is. I mean, those are good farm enemies because they don't really have much in the way of, well, they don't have anything in the way of range. So you can kind of just, you know, charge up as they run at you and unload. That was nice. That was a good chunk of energy that I just regained. Yeah. Just cover. I think the most frustrating thing about the super missile is its fire speed. Like charging up is fine, but then like you have to make yourself very vulnerable to fire the damn weapon. I really don't like that. I'll bet this is about to... Hello. Oh, and he can absorb a super missile. That's... great. Put some space between me. That's nice. Yes. I mean, the other reason I'd really like to have as many missiles as possible before we fight that Omega Pirate is because it's gonna be rough fighting those troopers, and if I can like just burst them down with beam combos, then it's, you know, less damage that I'm taking, and it allows me to actually focus on the boss. Like, of all the bosses that we're going to be that we're going to be fighting, or have fought. The Omega Pirate is probably the one that I'm most concerned about because it's not a one-on-one fight. And the dudes he summons in are gonna be difficult. But we have officially made it to the end of our charted territory. So this is what we've got to do next. And then once we get here, that's the last major upgrade. That's when we get our super duper suit. And then we can, I think right here is an energy tank in this room. Right after we beat him, we get an energy tank. Which is fantastic. It's the last energy tank. On our way to him, I'm hoping we come across, what do we need? We need 20 missiles, so that's 4 tanks. I'm sure there's probably one in here. And I'm sure there's another 3 along the way. That looks like a place that would have a missile tank, don't you think? And I know there's one in like a little ring under a mushroom or something. So I think that might be where we stop tonight. And then we'll get going on Monday. We'll clear the rest of the mine. Monday's goal is kill the Omega Pirate. Alright, well, thanks for tuning in. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.